Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Jenny from the Chopping Blocks Recipes for Success. And I am so freaking thrilled to have you here, Emma. Emma Foley is the founder of the Feel Good Tribe. And we just realized that we're like twins.
So true. Just the accent is the only different thing. Literally, that is it.
So that theory of like we're all one and we all kind of have like the same thoughts, and it's just beautiful. Like I was telling my cousin earlier today how I was so excited to meet you, and you know, when somebody recommends somebody to you, it's like, wow, like there's something about them that reminds you of this person. And I'm happy to be able to get to know you better. And you know, I've already seen like some of your posts and I share them because it resonates with me. So can you tell the audience a little bit more about, sorry, there's hammering going on because they're demoing the house, but
oh, it's all right.
Can you tell the audience a little bit more about how, like what brought you into this, this mission, this movement?
So basically I started my Feel Good Tribe so it was January 2019. And the reason I created it is basically I absolutely love people. Like that is one of my passions. I'm passionate about people, and I love helping raise people's states and just, yeah, as the Feel Good Tribe suggests, help people feel good. And I remember I'd taken part in, I think it was a few months previous, in someone's group, and I just remember thinking, oh wow, I wish I could do something like this. And then I was like, hold on, why can't I do something like this? Like I was like, oh, because I thrive in a group, and I was like, I'd love to have my own community when I sort of encourage, motivate, inspire. And then I thought, right, what name would I put? And then I just thought, well, I want to make people feel good. And I thought, right, stick with that, nice and simple, to the point, the Feel Good Tribe. So that's what inspired that, basically getting started with it. And I don't have any children. I call it my baby though, because I mean, I know, Jen, you've seen some of my posts, but I'm like, literally, I just love it.
I love it too.
It is my joy.
I love it. And it shows, you know, it's beautiful. Yeah. And I wanted to ask you about how you came up with the name, the Smiling Ninja.
Again, this makes a lot of people laugh, right? So I was having a telephone conversation with someone I just recently connected with at the start of last year, and then they were talking about my smile, and they said that definitely makes you stand out. And I just said, oh yeah, well, I'm just really smiley. I'm like a smiling ninja. And it just came out of nowhere, just fell out of the sky. And I remember at that specific time they just said, oh my god, I love that, you have to stick with that. So I did. So everywhere I went, I'm like, I'm a smiling ninja.
I love it. So I wanted to talk about also, like, I know that you're certified in NLP, and it's just something I've always been so curious about, and how, like, what got you into that, learning about that, and what has that done for you, like, in your life?
So basically, I found out about it when I had started to get into my personal development journey. And I think I started to get into personal development, it's probably the very end of 2017, when I decided that I actually just wanted to grow in myself. And I realized that I didn't have to remain, I could actually thrive. So the network that I got involved, I went to a networking event, and I basically started connecting with everyone. And typical me, right, I love voice notes, I love videos, and I just started messaging saying, hey, how are you, just connecting with loads of like-minded people. And then I heard that this group that arranged the event did NLP, and at first I didn't really know anything about it. And so that's basically how I started that. I think it was, how many days, so it was a full week. And I did it down south, because obviously I'm from Newcastle upon Tyne, good old Geordie land. So I went further down south to do it. And it's just really, really interesting. It's all about how we sort of interpret information and whether we respond or react to it, and just gives you sort of some different tools and techniques to help change the state and change, and also a lot about body language as well. So yeah, it was really, really interesting. And even though I haven't done one-to-one coaching, I sort of use it in my day-to-day life, and like even things like in my group, or just so that merged with everything I do is like a good tool for me to use.
I love that. And do you think it helps like listen better because you're like, or see like, because like, you know, like you said, body language. Well, first of all, I just want to say I love your voice. Like I could listen to it all day long. Every time I get a message from you, I'm like, you have a beautiful voice. So I love that you do that.
Thanks. There's a few people who said that they say I have a presenter voice, or
it's like an angel.
Oh, bless you. Yeah, well, that's why I get on well with these candlelight lives I do. But yes, sorry, what did you say? Oh, so body language. One thing I've noticed that I'm a lot more aware of, and once you've done it, you do find yourself picking yourself up on something, like your language. Like if you say say language like I can't, or I don't, or like I need. So it's all words like that. So it's basically now, instead of saying I can't, it's like, if you can't, you must.
I will.
Like instead of saying need is like technically coming from a place of lack. So just like little snippets. Just
I love that. So interesting.
So really interesting. Definitely.
I love that. That's beautiful. And how is that? So I like, so you're a better listener, you're a better communicator with it. And then the energy part, because like, you know, they say like most of our, like we communicate more with our bodies than we do our words. And how does that intertwine with like the energy part of you, like the mindset? Like you have like, tell me more about that. I don't know if that's a question, but I'm trying.
It's all good. Well, I naturally am a bit of a Duracell bunny anyway. I've got a lot of if you can't tell, so I've got a lot of energy.
I dressed as that for Halloween one year.
Did you? Duracell? Mm-hmm. But like, I thought
I dressed as a bunny and then I had a drum.
Oh, brilliant! See, we are sisters.
It was so fun.
Did you go around like beating it?
It was on my back. I wore it like a backpack.
Oh, cool. I love that. I'm going to do that this October.
Do it.
Yep. I'll be like, here I am, Duracell bunny. Yep. So my energy, I've got a lot of energy anyway, but with regards to, I guess from doing that and how I communicate and just being sort of like, as you can see now, like open, like body likes being open. And again, and I know I talk about this a lot on my group, but it's like simple things to helping. Like when you get up in the morning, I always often tell people to like go put their hands in the air and smile and change like your physiology. So that sort of has a massive impact on how you can feel as well. So
that's a beautiful distinction, and I'm gonna do that because like I've been trying to lay in bed and like map out my day and like not go to my phone right away, but like to actually just like stretch the body, like I feel like I'm still doing that, but it's like feels so good.
It really does.
It's beautiful. So I know you've been contributing a lot, and I see your energy and I feel your energy, and I don't know you that well, but I know that you're a beautiful person. And I want to also highlight you on that you've been doing fitness during lockdown, like the feel good fitness. And I think that's remarkable. Can you tell us a little bit more about that?
Yeah, sure. So basically I have a fitness background. I used to work in one of the David Lloyd gyms in Newcastle, and I was a PT there, and I used to take group exercise classes. So I took spinning classes, and I started my own running club, circuit class, and I loved that because again it was very much to my energy, and I was again with people all the time. I was motivating, encouraging them, and I ended up coming out of it, just kind of wasn't stable enough at the time. And when I came out of it, I told myself, we tell ourselves these stories, you know, these as I said, these BS without swearing stories.
Belief systems.
Belief systems, yes, exactly. So we tell ourselves that. So I was like, well, I'm obviously meant to come out of it, but I knew I was really good at it. And lockdown, because I was furloughed for 9 weeks from work, was actually a pretty magical time for me, because it gave me a lot of time just to slow down. I did a lot of meditation and became very peaceful. And one of my friends at the time had been running throughout April this press-up challenge, on Facebook. And one of my friends said to me, Emma, why don't you do something like that? Why don't you do something through me where you go live every single day? So straight away I said, all right, yes, I'll do it in my Feel Good Tribes, in my private group. And she said, no, do it on your main page because you've got a much wider audience. And straight away, my ego's going, oh, what? No, you can't do that. And then I was going, oh my God. And then so I said, okay, I'll do that. So I did. So the 1st of May, 6 p.m. I used to do it every day, 6 p.m. Hit the live button. I'm kidding you not. As soon as I hit live, I just came to life. Like my whole face. I was doing core exercises every day, and I would start by like doing some like rolls to the sides, and I'd be like, "Hey everyone, like, are you ready for this?" And I'd be
hold
like,
on. Any music?
Yeah, so if I was starting it, I'd be like, happy Monday, everyone. So, welcome to the core exercises. Today, I'm going to give you different sets of exercises, and we're going to give your core a blast. So, yeah, so it's basically like,
give your core a blast.
So basically, it would be something like that. But what I'd do is, I don't know why, but I would always pick the same spot on the floor. I would kneel on the floor and do this dance before I started. So people actually started tuning in. So people would just start tuning in just so they could see my like intro dance. So I know this has gone off on a right tangent. But yeah, anyway, from doing that, I was like, oh my God, why have I not done this sooner? Because this was my thing. Fitness is part of me, and it's something that raises the vibration of my body, and I love it.
Yeah.
So that's when I thought, I've got my Feel Good Tribe. I'm going to start Feel Good Fitness. So I did. So I've got 3 amazing ladies in it at the minute, and not only is it fitness, but I also...
Can I tell them?
Tell them what? Yeah, do it.
So Emma does meditations. They're guided meditations.
Yeah.
And tonight at 4 p.m. Eastern, she's doing a live meditation in her Feel Good Tribe group. I'm definitely coming, and I cannot wait.
Yeah, come.
Can you tell us a little bit more about how that evolved and how that's coming along for you? Because I love that.
Yeah, well, it's probably a lot to do. So during lockdown, as I think I mentioned a bit ago, I got very much into meditation. There was a group on Facebook called The Awakened Soul, which is an amazing group, and daily meditations ran at 11 o'clock. So it really brought a lot of peace into my life, and I loved it, and it was amazing. And I'm so grateful because it actually brought some of my closest friends to this date to me. So I'm very, very, very grateful for that. So connected with a beautiful range of souls. So it's really good. And as you can see, I've got a very energetic side, but I used to be an incredibly shy, quiet child. And so still inside of me, I do have I call it my softer side. So I used to find that a slight challenge when that side of me comes out, because I'm like, oh, I'm known as really high energy. When actually I'm like, it's not a negative thing. It's just my softer side. So my candlelight live started off a few months ago when I was just doing a live video, but I decided I would do it in candlelight. So I just did a normal video. Like I think I'd chosen a nice quote or something, and I was talking to my group. And then I don't know why I decided to do it, but I thought I'd try it on one of my friends. And I said, I might even try and do a little guided meditation, just like 10 minutes or something. And I sent it to him, and he's like, Emma, that is really good. You need to try doing more of this. Why don't you do them in your Feel Good Tribe? So basically every Monday, I think I've done it for probably about 6 weeks or something now.
Wow, amazing.
And the feedback I've gotten from it is, I mean, Victor even, like, he actually did me a little video testimonial. Yeah, because he said it helped massively with his blood sugar levels, like, because he's had a strong coffee with that. And he said after listening to me, like, instantly it brought it down, and he was just really, like, zenned out. So I had some really great feedback, and people actually say it's the highlight in their week, which is lovely. And from me doing them, because I've got so much passion, I actually got really like, I cried after I did my first one, just because as I've got so much love, whenever I do them, I can't explain it. I can't explain what happens to me, but I quite often, because I turn it around on the candle so you can't see me, but I quite often shut my eyes when I'm saying it. I only think about what I'm going to say about 10 minutes before I do it. And I tap into it and I just literally pour what feels like I just pour my heart out into the meditation and just give what I feel the audience needs. So yeah, I just love it. So that's something I've only been doing for not even a couple of months, but I feel like that's going to develop a lot more.
I'm so grateful to have you and be in your tribe and to be able to experience that with you, because that's just gorgeous.
Oh, and thank you.
I just have another question. So when you do the guided meditations, what are the, like, I know you wait for it, like it's usually on the fly, and I love that because it's like you're just trusting and letting that just shine through you. What are the topics that you talk about during the guided meditations?
So I always start off by doing 3 cycles of breath. So I'll sort of make them inhale for the count of 4, hold it for 2 seconds, exhale. So I'll encourage them to go like, or sigh anything out that they need to, because noise is quite powerful and you can hear that. And so I'll make them do 3 rounds of that. So
have you ever heard of John Amaral?
No, I feel like I should. I don't think. Is that you recommend?
Yeah, I'll tag you in a couple of his things.
Yeah. So I always start off by doing that, and then I kind of incorporate a little bit of gratitude inside. At some point, I'll always get people to put both hands onto the heart space, and then just being grateful for being in the moment, for being alive and well. And then this is where I choose a different theme each time. And like, I think so the last one I did, I had them walking through this really sort of this white room with this beautiful crisp carpet. And then as they opened the patio door, they saw this golden platform and they stood on it and they were transported up into the clouds.
Cool.
So yeah, that was my last one I did. Yeah. And so I'm quite visual. I'm quite visual. How did you
think of that?
Again, this is what I mean. I'm very creative, and I didn't even think of the platform until I was actually in it. So I knew what I was doing. I knew it was going to be a theme in the clouds, but I hadn't thought of the platform. Literally, it's just as though I get downloads when I do it.
Wow. Okay, awesome.
Yeah.
You're amazing. That's so cool. All right. So is there anything else you want to share? You're doing so much, and I love that you're incorporating like all of you, like what makes you shine, like your passions in that group.
One thing I'm so eager to do, and I know obviously this year's been a challenge with everything that's gone on, with COVID and everything. I am eager to see the world, and I just want I just want to absorb the different cultures, because really,
let's go.
I've seen some of the world.
I just got a message that the hotels are so cheap. Somebody sent me a message about a hotel in Hong Kong. It's like a $4.2 billion hotel, and it's like really cheap right now. We should either buy it or go there. What do you say?
Should we do it? We'll get together. So that's my long-term goal. That's my long-term goal, is to do some sort of retreat as well, like incorporating everything, like the joy, happiness, relaxation, everything together.
Oh, we should collaborate.
As well. Let's do it. So yeah, that I want to see more of the world, and basically, I know I told you earlier, my latest cheesy line, which I love, is that I want to continue to spread smiles like a Mexican wave.
Whoa! Woo! Woo! I like the woo. That's my favorite woo. I'm a woo girl too. Woo!
Love it.
So you want to spread love and positive vibes, right?
Yeah, all the way. Like, yeah, for me, that just, yeah. And I just love makes me happy.
The wave, like, you never know, like, how you're going to affect somebody. Like you said, like the gentleman who was having his coffee, and just like how you calmed him. Like, you never know the effects when you're doing something from the heart, and that's good. Like,
and I think going back to Victor, that's why we also sort of, because I know he'd said to you as well, you know, like we're all connected for a reason. And I think me and him connected because, you know, he's massive on kindness as well and compassion. And I definitely 100% like resonate with that, because that's one of my highest values, just being kind. And like you never know someone's story, you never know what someone's going through. So yeah, just be kind, like always.
Always. Beautiful.
Always.
Great. Nice. So I want to ask you, I want to talk about food. I'm like,
food. I love food.
So what's your favorite food and or recipe?
So, you see, I like a lot of food, but you know, have you ever been asked it in this way, like if you had a meal before you died, what would you have?
God. No.
Yeah, so mine would be a very British. It would be a roast beef dinner. So it would be roast beef, and it would be all the veg, all the trimmings, the Yorkshire pudding, massive Yorkshire pudding, all the gravy. And I know that's a typical
wait.
British
thing. Slow down. I can't write that fast. Wait, talk to me more about the vegetables. What kind of do you like it in the like roast, like the carrots, the potato, the celery? How does it look for you? Like, I want to see it.
Okay, so the ultimate. So do you want me to like name everything?
Yeah,
Are we going
please.
for it? Okay.
Please.
I don't know if it'll all fit on the plate. I do have a massive appetite, though. Massive appetite.
You said something about pudding. I'm like, wait, what is that?
Oh, yeah. We haven't even got to dessert yet.
Is pudding like the dressing, like the stuffing? Tell me everything.
Oh. Okay, right. So we'd start with, we'd have some carrots on there.
Got it.
Sorry, I think there's a siren going past if you hear that. So we'd have carrots, we'd have potatoes, but then there's all forms of potatoes. You can have roast potatoes, you can have new potatoes, you can have mashed potatoes.
I love potatoes.
I know, I do as well.
I think this one, what would be better, like the roasted or mashed with roast beef dinner?
You see, with a roast beef dinner, I'd probably say new potatoes and roast potatoes.
What's new potatoes?
Roast. Say again?
What's new potatoes?
It's sort of new potatoes, just like potatoes, but when they're in season. I know.
Oh, beautiful. Yeah. Okay, I love that. Yeah.
So they're really tasty.
In season, beautiful.
And then my mum always laughs when she thinks. So when I was a little girl, I'm still obsessed with green vegetables. So I still like have loads of broccoli. I love kale and cabbage, everything like that. So when I was little, I don't know why, but I used to save it till the end. I used to love it.
That's the best part.
I love it. So yeah, there'd definitely be cabbage or kale. What else have we got in there? Oh gosh, there's so much. Sprout. You see, I like. What are your thoughts on Brussels sprouts? You see, I love sprouts.
Oh, I love Brussels sprouts.
Yeah, some people hate them. I love them.
If they hate them, they're probably not cooking them right.
That's it. Yeah, too mushy.
A hallucination I have, but maybe they just don't like them. But Brussels sprouts are so good.
Yeah,
they're one of those. They're one of those things, and they're cool. They look like little mini like cabbages, like or something.
Exactly.
I don't know.
Who wouldn't love them? I love this conversation we're having right now. FYI, brilliant. I'm sure the viewers love it as well.
I know they will. I know they will.
Brilliant.
So tell me more about the pudding. What you Yukon pudding, or what was it called?
So no, was it the gravy? The gravy, I said. You
said gravy, but then you said something else. Gravy.
Right, Yorkshire pudding.
What
Yorkshire
is that?
Pudding. It's basic. Oh, right. Okay, so is this a British thing? So Yorkshire pudding is like a big. I don't even know how to describe it. It's kind of like made with eggs and a bit of flour, and it's beaten. It's basically like puffy. I really
like
don't know.
Dumpling? Like a dumpling, or
no, not quite. It's full of air, but it's kind of like it's basically kind of looks a bit like. No, I was going to say croissant. I'm totally getting this wrong here. It's like I'm going to have to send you.
It's like
I'm going to have to send you a photo of it.
Okay, I'm gonna try and make it. All right.
It's cool. Savory. It's savory though.
Yum. Butter? Do you put butter on it? Do you put butter on it?
No. No.
Okay.
I mean,
All
you could
right,
do if you're partial to that.
I love this. Amazing. Beautiful. Okay. Do you ever eat red cabbage like with roast beef?
So sometimes if I was to go, say if I went out for a roast dinner and it was given to me, I would eat it. But yeah,
Not your
it's something
thing.
I don't really have.
Okay, got it. All right, my lady. And I know that you have a ton of superpowers, but if you could be like a superwoman with like one extraordinary, power, what would that be? Am I?
Woo! So I think is it teleportation? That's the ability to transport yourself anywhere, isn't it?
Ooh.
I'd say that would be high up there, just because there've been so many times when, say, I've been talking, like say you and me there. How good would it be if I just went, right, Jennifer, I'm going to be in the room. Forget this over the call. I'm going to be in the room with you right now. And
you are in the room with me. We just made that decision.
Yeah, exactly. Right? So yeah, that's what it would be. Just being able to be there in that point of time.
I understand what you mean. Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, I wish I could do that too. Like physically, right?
Yeah.
I always thought, like when I was a kid, because my dad collected like figurines, and he had this one of like Star Trek. It was like banks, like we had these little banks, and like the Star Trek one was like, it would show like, the image of the dude, and then it would like disappear and he would teleport. And I always thought like, and like the Jetsons, I always thought we would be like, by the time we were like this age, I thought we'd be like, I don't know, in space or like on a spaceship, or am I the only one that had that thought?
I never had that. However, that is an awesome thought. I like that.
Maybe it could happen. Who knows?
I wanted to be Dr. Dolittle. I tried to communicate with my cat. I was determined the cat was going to talk.
Oh my God. I thought of that too. Like, how funny would it be? Like if they could say things.
Yeah, well, no, I still do that now. If I'm out with friends, sometimes this is going on to the whole new level of crazy. But yeah, so sometimes when I'm out, one of my hobbies is that I say, so say if we were like saw an animal, I say, what would that dog be saying to, like right now? And so you put on like a little voice, like, hey,
That is amazing. I was talking to my brother when we go on walks, like he was saying like how like we were talking about this, like how, what if animals just started talking?
Yeah.
But it's even cooler, like to think about. I guess I did it the other day. My sister, I don't know where we put our feet in the water on the pool deck, and we saw this squirrel, and I like grew these massive like sunflowers. They're like prehistoric. It's almost like creepy how big they are. And we saw this squirrel go over to the sunflower, and I'm saying it's a she because I don't know if a man squirrel would eat a sunflower, because she was kind of like dainty, and she went and grabbed the sunflower and started eating it on the fence. Oh. And we made up this whole story about the squirrel.
Love
like
it.
what it was thinking. It was a girl. I don't know. That was just fun. It made me think.
Good. It's the creative side of the brain, isn't it?
Yeah. Fun. So I just wanted to, I always like to check in with everybody, and I just wanted to ask you like how you've been, during this unique point in time. How are things there in the UK? Are you guys still, is the world like reopened, or how has it been for you?
Yeah, well, it was obviously like very, very strange when it still is, isn't it? It's just mad. It's the only way of describing it. So for me personally, when I was first sort of furloughed from work, I'd say, I think everyone had a bit of a roller coaster, sort of up, down, as the uncertainty, what's happened to the world. And the main thing for me at first was, because I'm so much a people person and I like live by myself, was I missed people massively. However, that I just literally, this is why I'm so thankful for the likes of Zoom, video calls, because I just had loads of chats with friends that way. So I probably was maybe busier
Yeah. Oh my
Socially.
God. Yeah.
Um, and then that's what got me into sort of meditation. So I kind of meditated like my way through lockdown, which was brilliant, and it gave me that extra time, as I said, to do more my feel good tribe, like come up, like if I hadn't have had that time, I don't even know if I would have had that time to think about what I really want to do and my purpose, and come up with like the feel good fitness, and thinking about meditations and things like that. So like all in all, like I did have some downs. I did have, like, I remember one day at the start, I think I just, when you sit on the floor and then suddenly 2 hours has gone and you're like, oh my goodness. So yeah, definitely had some downs, but I know that was sort of normal. So it was, yeah, doing things to help with that, and active and getting outside when I was able to. And but yeah, at the minute, like sort of like kids are back to school, things are sort of open. It's just obviously different if you want to sort of go, say if you're out on a night out and you've just got to book everywhere, and obviously you've got to, with the face masks and things like that. So it's different, but it's nice that sort of, yeah, we can sort of see people, and obviously, yeah, it's just
like a weird transition.
Just making the most of each moment, I guess.
Beautiful. So what's your favorite thing that you did post-COVID? Like out when you went back out? Like, did you go to a restaurant? Have you, like, what was your
it was
something maybe you were unsure?
My friends. I think the first thing was, it was seeing what, like, yeah, being able to see some of my friends. Like, I remember, I think it was my friend Mel was one of my first best friends that I'd like seen, and I went round to her garden, and she like made us this like amazing feast of like pizza, garlic bread, salads, dips, and we had like Aperol spritz and prosecco, and it was amazing. And the sun came out, and that I was just, when you sit back and you're like, I'm very content, I'm very happy right now, like this is good.
Beautiful. Oh my God, I love that.
So yeah, seeing friends, that was my best thing. Yeah, being able to see them.
Beautiful. Is there anything else that you want to share that's on your heart with the audience?
Ooh, feel free to join my Feel Good Tribe if you want to. I generally, I like to plug it in a positive way, because I generally, hand on heart, just generally want to help and spread love and joy. So yeah, feel free to, I think you're putting a link in, aren't you? Yes. I welcome everyone. Obviously, you're talking about the Candlelight Live, so that is happening in my group. So I would love you all to join in and, experience the sort of zen, relaxed vibes. And yeah, I'm just determined to, just spread joy, spread the smiles, so like beautiful. That Mexican wave.
Tell me more about the Mexican wave. What about the Mexican wave? Why not the New York wave?
Could do. I'm going to spread smiles like the New York wave. Actually, that has quite a good ring to it.
Oh, you just reminded me.
Do I have to go New York? Do I have to like put on a New York?
New York. Oh, I like New York.
I've never been to New York,
Well, yeah. Come.
Well,
we'll have so much fun.
Definitely. I would love to come.
I've been to London. I loved Oxford.
Ah, okay.
It was so like magical there. I went to the sheep shop. That was amazing. I love Alice in Wonderland.
Sheep shop. Love it.
Yeah. It was just the music, the culture, like, oh my God. What's your favorite food to eat out? Because I ate a lot of like Indian food, like street food. I remember there was like this tuna I had with corn in it, and it was weird, but it was delicious.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's quite interesting. To eat out, again, you just can't beat a good Italian sometimes, like a good pizza.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to think where else before, because I've not really properly been out to a restaurant as such, like until before COVID happened. So for me, I rarely have them. But again, Indian, like I went for a really nice Indian, and because I don't have it very often, like I really appreciated it. Like all the flavors. I think if you find a really good one, you can get some amazing, all the flavors in there.
Beautiful.
Ooh, all this chat on food. I'm like, ooh, what am I going to have for dinner tonight?
Right. Let me know. I love hearing about it. I don't know why I'm weird.
What's your favorite? What's your favorite?
It's so hard. Right now, this is my favorite.
What's that? I'm trying to see it. Ooh. Okay. The jerky.
Maybe it's not my favorite, but it's good. It's watermelon, but sweeter because they dry it and it just like all the flavors like compact in there. It's really delicious. So I was thinking of putting this on like, I don't know, like putting it, like making something with it because it's so delicious. It's so beautiful too.
Nice. So you have you got a sweet tooth?
No, I don't.
Okay.
My favorite food right now, honestly, is probably I love Dr. Prager's kale burgers.
Right.
I could eat them every single day. Look how pretty this is.
Ah.
They're so good too. Oh, I shouldn't eat it. I didn't even have my celery juice.
It's like nom 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 nom.
Yeah, but I love it. You know, it's funny. I want to write I'm gonna write a cookbook, and
it's brilliant.
I'm gonna title it, you know, The Secret Ingredient. And I just feel like, you know, when you're eating something that there was love put into it.
Yeah.
So I think that's my favorite food is like when I know somebody's preparing it from a place of love, and it, you know, it shows.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it tastes better.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
All right, my lady. Well, I'm happy to have a new friend, and we should definitely link up, collaborate. I will definitely be on your meditation.
Yeah, brilliant. I look forward
love
to
you.
that.
Thanks for coming on the show.
Yeah, thank you so much. And I'm so grateful to connect with you. And I love everything you do. And I think we're very, very, very alike.
Yay! All right, everybody. Well, thanks for tuning in. I love you guys too, and I will see you real soon. Ciao.
Bye. See you later.